Hello everybody, my name is Sean Wilson from Seek Your Dream Travel, and in today's video we're going to talk about Royal Caribbean's oldest ship in the fleet, Grandeur of the Seas. And if you like this video or content like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right there so you can go ahead and be notified anytime we post new content. So let's get into it. First thing we're going to review is our ocean view room on deck 4 of the main deck of Grandeur of the Seas. So overall, I think that the ocean view room that we had for our trip was a great size for 2 people, especially a couple, and everything that we needed was in the room. The one thing I would say about the room that we did not like or we had to have fixed was when we went to go get in the shower, we noticed that the shower head was disconnected in a little way or broken. But as soon as we alerted a representative from Royal Caribbean, they did go ahead and fix it and also gave us a future cruise credit. Not for a whole complete cruise, but 10% off. Next thing I want to talk about is the unlimited beverage package that we had. So we purchased the unlimited beverage package, which includes everything that you get on the ship or any of the locations that Royal Caribbean owns and has vendors there. So this is alcohol, coffees, water, soda, teas, apple juice, orange juice at any of the locations on the ship. We were able to get it by just giving our sea pass and not worrying about it. We purchased the unlimited beverage package because on this ship, we were going the week of Thanksgiving, and it was recently my girlfriend Sam's birthday on the 21st November and my birthday on the 26th during our sailing. And then Thanksgiving was on the 28th of this year. So we knew that because we're celebrating birthdays that we would kind of be wanting to have everything that we ever wanted on this ship. Drinks, alcoholic drinks, sodas. We didn't want any type of worries. So I recommend that drink package for people who know they're going for a special occasion. If it's like a honeymoon, it's a bachelorette party or a bachelor party or an upcoming wedding, anything or a special occasion, birthday, whatever it is, I would recommend you get the unlimited beverage package for that if you anticipate drinking alcohol and not worrying about the price of each drink that you purchase. Here are some of the pictures of the drinks that I had during our trip. Next, we're going to talk about dining. So dining is very important to all cruisers, and I'm going to insert some photos of the dining options that we had when we went to the Great Gatsby main dining, and then also some pictures from the Windjammer Cafe when we went to the buffet. So we had my time dining, meaning that we can show up at any time when we wanted to do our dining, and we should be seated in whatever timely manner that they, set us up with food or set us up with the table. I would recommend any first-time cruiser to do my time dining because you don't know how long you're gonna take on either excursions, or if you're outside of the ship, you don't know what you're gonna get into, you don't have any plans, but you end up getting caught late. I would recommend my time dining. If you're a returning cruiser, or if you know you're not gonna be out on the pool for that long, or you're not gonna be doing activities in the ship that long, I recommend doing whatever that late dining is, 5:45 or 6 p.m., because you'll be able to get seated at that same time with the same service that you had the previous day, or if this is the first day, you'll get set up with that first time, and you'll also be seated in the same table with that same seating arrangement. And that is helpful because sometimes if you get earlier, 5:45, 6 p.m. dining, you can also go to the Windjammer if you're not full off the food that they give you at the Great Gatsby. Overall, the food was okay. Being that we went during Thanksgiving, we did have a Thanksgiving themed meal. Because we have my time dining, and I think majority of the ship or the people who are cruisers on the ship, they also chose my time dining. We found ourselves standing in a long line. Not extremely long, but long enough when you're waiting for your food and you're hungry that you're like, okay, I don't like this. I want to be seated soon, you know. And then the wording of my time dining will make you think that you're able to be seated whenever. Next thing I want to talk about is activities. So being that Grandeur of the Seas is the oldest ship in Royal Caribbean's fleet, I feel as though they don't have that many activities implemented or built into the ship because they are an older ship. They do have the rock climbing wall on deck 10, and it goes up to, I believe, deck 14 of that ship. They do have shuffleboard, they have Connect 4, they have the main solarium, they have the deck 10 pools with the 2 extra, what they call jacuzzis or hot tubs. And then they have game rooms for children, but they don't have all the big unique slides or the just extra amenities that you would get if you're going to a newer ship like Utopia or your Oasis class ships. But they do have things like, we did trivia, we did the sushi making tutorial class, we did, what else did we do? We did rock climbing, of course, you'll see that. And we also went to an art auction. This was my first time going to an art auction ever. I've always heard of them, but I never went. This time we went, we saw a few of the options that they had, walked around, seen what we would like, and see what was in our price range of bidding, and we did that. Now, because the options that we selected weren't put up for bidding, we didn't really get anything, but we did win a raffle to get a free painting. Unfortunately, the painting, when it came to our house, it was not what we expected. We paid, I believe it was $35 for the shipping for the painting to come to our house, but the painting ended up being like a what is it called, laminated picture of the painting, not an actual painting that you'll hang up and put in a frame. It was a laminated version of the painting that we got for free, which is understandable, but it wasn't what we thought when we first purchased it or first purchased the shipping, because we were under the assumption that it would be a actual paint. So overall, I believe that Grandeur of the Seas gets like an 8.3 for adults out of 10 and 6 out of 10 for children or young adults, because there are some people who will want to have all the, you know, rock climbing, the slides, the teaching you how to surf, the extra things that a lot of the newer class ships have. But if you're someone who is more interested in the itinerary and the ports, or maybe casino or something else other than those things, I believe Grandeur of the Seas is still a great ship for you, because they have all those things and they still have great stops. We went to Labadee and Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, and those itineraries had a lot of fun. I went to the Dragon's Breath Skyline ziplining in Labadee, and then we went around just to checking out the area, bought a few things, and then we went to Puerto Plata. We did go to Ocean World, where we did dolphin encounter, we did swimming with the nurse sharks, snorkeling, and we had watched a sea lion show. So that took up majority of our day in Puerto Plata, DR. But overall, Grandeur of the Seas is not for the extra amenities that you would get if you're going to Oasis class ship. It's more so about, let's say, I don't want to say older crowd, but it's more of like the young adult older crowd who are more interested in seeing the places that the ship stops at, and then also just relaxing without having all the children around. And that's all we have for today's video. Hope that you liked it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you'll get notified when we have more content coming out. As always, have a great day and safe travels.